So I'm Emilia. I am a digital forensic scientist at the Santa Clara County Crime Lab. So basically the bottom line of my job is to get data off of devices and then use that data in a court setting so it furthers the ongoing investigations. My favorite thing at my current job is being given the opportunity to code. So with each device we get, there's a different way to get into the system or process the data, and a lot of the software tools have very limited capabilities. So me being able to code helps, I guess, the county and all these investigations actually get the data necessary to use in court. When I was in high school, I loved math and I was really good at the math side of things. But in senior year, they offered an AP computer science class, and it was actually the first year that they were offering that class. And so I decided to take it, and not knowing what the field was, but just interested in technology, and I'm glad I took the opportunity. As soon as I got introduced to the computer science field, I knew that that's what I wanted to major in. So I looked for a school that allowed me to get a degree in computer science, and I got an emphasis in software engineering. And interestingly enough, my first step out into, I guess, the world of technology was an internship with the Air Force. So I worked for the Air Force Institute of Technology, where I did software engineering. And at the time, I only knew how to script with one language, which was Java. And we, at the Air Force, were scripting in C# and C++. So I kind of had to pick up that language as I was working to then be able to implement what they wanted me to do. And a little bit about what they wanted me to do at the Air Force was work with stereo depth image cameras and use translation matrices to then track cameras on booms of planes in real life time. So it was pretty interesting. And after that, that was actually in Ohio. So I came back to the Silicon Valley and I worked as a lead web developer for a local startup, and that kind of interested me into the cyber field. And now currently I'm wrapping up my master's degree in cybersecurity engineering with Purdue University, and so I'm only just continuously growing. Definitely. So the biggest challenge, I think, is being a minority. Not only am I Hispanic, I'm also a female, and that's very rare in the technology field. So sometimes I'm referred to as a unicorn, and it's an obstacle that you kind of have to get over, and sometimes you feel like you have to overprove yourself, but you have to take a step back and just let your work define you and let that speak for itself. Yeah, don't be scared and just go for it. I mean, that's what I did. I think it was a mixture of, loving technology and math, but also just the adventurous side of me that was like, hey, let's try something new. Let's see where it takes you. And with computer science, it's definitely a field where there's endless opportunities. Technology is constantly growing. There's several different sectors that you can work in, and so if you don't find something that you like, or if you're very intimidated by it, see it as an obstacle and try to overcome it, or try to see other areas that you like, and don't give up.